Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to upgrade a Voron 2.4 from its standard Z mounts for the gantry to GE5C bearings, and we're going to take a look and see if there's any impact on acceleration. Of course, before you start this, you'll have to print out the mounts. These green ones are reduced height, smaller mounts that take advantage of the bearings. You may find, however, that you may have to print at least one of these other sizes. They're both available in the repo. The black one here represents what you might want to use if you want to keep the standard bolts that you've used, or if you have a Y end stop that you've got to deal with. You'll also need to print 4 additional belt mounts. And again, these are part of the STL in the repo. You'll of course need 4 of the bearings. You have the option of steel or this ceramic plastic combination. I went for the ceramic combination. It's a little more money, actually twice the cost, but somehow I felt between the ceramic and the plastic it'd do a better job of damping resonance. We'll see. Of course, you'll need various screws. You will need shorter M5 screws. You'll need these M5 washers or spacers. You'll have to be careful and make sure these are small enough in terms of the outer diameter. And I'll show you what the issue is a little bit later. And of course, you'll need the new shorter M5 bolts, which will replace the existing bolts, the single bolts that are used to mount your gantry. If you're using the standard XY end stop pod or mount, you may have an issue with the right rear block here because it's so small. It could be your micro switches depending on the size of the pre-existing block. So this is why you may have to print at least one of these. Assembling the blocks is super easy. Simply take the block, insert the bearing. It's friction fit. It'll snap in. You'll have to give it a seriously good push. But once you do, you'll see it's centered across the opening, which is where the M5 screw will mount from underneath. In addition, you'll of course need to use this M5 spacer and make sure that it fits within the bounds of the cutout of the block. Originally, I used some M3 washers that I had sitting around. They're too wide and they severely limit the motion of the bearing. And it's only 1 millimeter thick, this spacer, so you'll have to be careful. And just to have a quick look here to see how the bearing works, I'm just inserting the bolt incorrectly from the top, but you can see how it easily allows motion, and there is no play. It's really tight, no lubrication needed. It's really nice. Here we can see the Z mount and really everything attached to the Z rail and the block above it just leading up to the belt itself is actually going to be removed, both those pieces. And this will replace both. So you'll actually gain a little bit of height here. What that means in terms of an actual print, probably not much, if anything at all. Also, of course, the shorter screw we'll need, as well as some shorter bolts, 16 millimeter bolts that mount through to the Z carriage in case you're using the lower profile mounts. I'm starting here by loosening the main single bolt that drives up through both mounts here, and this will help at least start loosening things up. And again, it all needs to be disconnected. And then I completely remove the mounting block from the Z carriage of the linear rail. Again, we're going to be replacing this with a new one. And again, depending on your setup, if you have a Y end stop still mounted to the gantry, you'll have to make sure this one is not one of the low profile blocks. Then we remove the other 2 bolts to take the top portion of this block off, including the piece that is tightened against the belt to hold it in place. So now I'm going to install the new block. I've inserted the M5 bolt and the washer on top of that as well. And I'm going to loosely attach this by hand here, mainly so it holds it up for me. Otherwise, I'd need 3 hands. So now I'm just going to move up the carriage for the linear rail. I'm going to use the 16mm bolts to attach these. Again, these are shorter than what you originally built your printer with. And here I'm just feeding in a little bit by hand to make it a little bit easier to align into the Z carriage. Then make sure you get all four 16mm bolts screwed in reasonably tight, not over tight. You don't want it to move, but you also don't want to destroy either the Z carriage or the ABS block that we're attaching here. And then go ahead and tighten the main M5 bolt that's holding everything together. As I understand it, both myself, possibly in the past, but then other people who have assembled this printer have actually left these bolts kind of loose in the past based on the old mounting system. And a lot of this was, again, to make sure and allow for the motion. However, since we have bearings here now, you should tighten these down all the way. So what were the results after making these changes? Others have claimed there have been improvements in acceleration. Massive, actually. So taking a look at the results of the shaper in Clipper that I took just prior to changing out the bearings. And you can see here the recommended shaper is ZV, which is an acceleration of 11,000 for the x-axis. If I take a look at the post change here, I can see again it's ZV and the recommendation is 1200. It bumped up by less than 10%, but this is the x-axis and this really isn't my limiting factor. It's the y-axis that's really critically important that we need to take a look at. Now here we take a look at Y. This is pre-adding the bearings. We can see the recommended shaper is MZV and my acceleration is 4,000. If I look at ZV, it's less than or equal to 5,600. If I go in and take a look at after adding the bearings, here I can see MZV only moved up to 4,300. And if I take a look at ZV, it's less than or equal to 5,600. This is really a small amount. Again, it's quite a bit less than 10%. Um, it's in fact a little bit over 5. If you take a look at the charts, they did smooth out a little bit in both cases for the X and the Y, so there is a positive benefit here that I'm hopeful will be reflected in my prints, but I really didn't get a lot in terms of acceleration. And so my question to all of you, and I'm hoping you can post down below in the comments section, is what are your thoughts? Why do you think I didn't see this big improvement? I think it's because once my printer was running, I actually, using the old blocks, tightened down those Z mounts, and so I don't think they were loose, and that's why I think I don't see a big difference here. But if you've got some other thoughts, concerns, or if you've seen me do something wrong, please let me know here, and I'd love to take a look and see if I can improve this or just have a discussion about it. But anyway, thank you very much.